Now, here's something that I wanted to talk about a couple of weeks ago, but life's been a little busy and I kind of forgot until I saw an article about it very recently and, well, better late than never. So let's now tackle the issue of religion in Bavaria. Because Bavaria is religious. Even in our increasingly iconoclastic age, about 50% of Bavarians are Catholic and another 19% are Protestant. That's a lot. That is seriously a lot. And they're not shy about showing their religion, particularly the Catholics. You can barely move around here for way shrines and crosses. In fact, Bavaria isn't just religious, it's Catholic. Which is fine, by the way. It means that we get more public holidays than any other German state. But this sometimes has a habit of spilling over into other areas of life, where if this were America, it would be immediately struck down as blatantly unconstitutional. For example, crucifixes in school classrooms. Yes, if you go into a Bavarian school, you'll probably find a crucifix or at least a cross in every classroom. That is Bavarian law, part of an undertaking that schools should provide religious education. And that is despite a federal constitutional court ruling in 1995 that this is unconstitutional. Bavaria simply passed another law that had the same effect, but removed all explicit reference to religion. The cross is now there to reflect the culture and history of Bavaria. It got even murkier when the European Court of Human Rights responded to a similar case in Italy by saying that putting a crucifix in a classroom isn't going to influence the children. You're not going to become a Catholic just because there's a crucifix, are you? Okay, whatever. It's a bit weird, and in this day and age, it's probably not appropriate. On the other hand, it's a wooden carving. Most of the kids probably don't even notice it. Well, the whole debate has now blown up again, but not in the schools. Bavaria's new Minister-President, Markus Söder, has decided to make his mark by requiring a cross or a crucifix in every state government building. Well, that's certainly succeeded in getting Söder's picture in nearly every newspaper in the land. Every newspaper in Bavaria, at least. The general population of Bavaria appears to be in favour. One opinion poll said that the order was supported by something like 56% of the population. Now, I'm actually a bit sceptical here. I suspect that the majority of Bavarians actually couldn't care less one way or the other, but that is what the poll said. Predictably, political opinion is split. Some Bavarian politicians think this is a great idea. An awful lot of them, including many in Söder's own party, are horrified. But what you might not have predicted is that the church is not exactly wild about the idea either. Some of the Catholic clergy are fine with it, the Archbishop of Bamberg for example, but many others have been very vocal indeed about their opposition. Basically, the church is very upset that one of its most sacred symbols is being used for political purposes. Indeed, to avoid being accused of bringing religion into government, Söder explained that the cross is not a symbol of a religion, but of Bavarian cultural identity. And that really annoyed the church, for whom the cross is a symbol that unites all Christians the world over. One priest in my area, and he won't have been the only one, used his sermon to launch a scathing attack on the policy. Of course, he was told by some people that he should keep politics out of the church. The obvious answer to that is, well, yes, that's fine, but only if you stop using the church for politics. Meanwhile, several local government offices are looking for loopholes so that they don't have to put up crucifixes, and some others are simply refusing point blank to comply. I don't know how this is going to play out, but I won't be surprised if the Constitutional Court gets involved. Again. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to send me a postcard, here's the address. And don't forget to visit my website and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Also, if you'd like access to special bonus content and help with the costs of running this channel, please consider making a small monthly donation on Patreon.